Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back to There's That Tarot. And if this is your first time joining me, then I would like to welcome you to There's That Tarot. Aquarius, we're going to look at what's going on for you in the month of February 2022. Get a bit of a forecast here. The overall energy is the Ten of Cups. But we're going to look at that in a minute. There was a song called Natsu that was playing, and I looked up the meaning of the name Natsu, and it means summer. So this could be somebody, it's a gender-neutral name. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who has a gender-neutral name, or who just like has a gender-neutral style, a bit of like an androgynous, which I find a lot with a lot of Aquarius. The masculines, and I think it's so sexy, to be honest with you. It's like it's very masculine, but there's a feminine touch to it, and I don't know, I think that's sexy. But you could be dealing with somebody who either has that style or has a gender neutral name or was born in the summertime. So a lot of you could be dealing with who's born in the summer? Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So Ten of Cups. But the masculine energy seems to not be open to this Ten of Cups anymore. There could be silence and regret between the two of you right now, or a bit of remorse. Looking back at what happened, looking back at what was said, looking back at it's like, where did we go wrong? You know, there was so much love here, and then there was like this big tower moment, and now all of a sudden I'm having to start over. Somebody maybe, I don't know, you pull the anchor up and it just sails away. Something happened, though, within this connection. And whatever it is, it was major enough to cause a complete disconnect or someone to completely detach from this. It was major enough for somebody to stop talking. It was major enough for somebody to stop investing or wasting their time. It was major enough for somebody to decide, you know what, I gotta go. And it may be the feminine energy, because the masculine seems to be a little, it's like he's in his feelings right now, but there's a lot that's there's some things that he is keeping on the inside, right, that are not balanced. And there could be some things from the past that he's not healed from, or maybe deep down he's losing his patience for something, or he's ready to make something right, but he just hasn't acted on it yet. Maybe there's something else that he's working on, but he may be expressing that he's giving up the control here. But I still feel him going back and forth, like wanting to give to this, wanting to not stress about it anymore, because he's looking at this queen who's not giving to this anymore, who's trying to get out of whatever this feeling is. But it seems like you both are a bit hesitant to just really make that jump out of this relationship. So let's see what's going on. I want to look at your career first. That's kind of the overall energy of this reading. Somebody's wanting to come back, or you're wanting to go back to them, or maybe y'all wanting the same thing. What's going on for Aquarius and career for the month of February? Okay, Aquarius. Work harder. I mean, work smarter, not harder. I feel like it's going to bring you a lot of great fortune. You may get a message. Ooh, a lot of y'all finna get some money. And I don't feel like you're going to have to work as hard for something. There's something here that's not going to take as much work as maybe you're used to putting into. You're working smarter in the month of February. A lot of you may get a message from the feminine energy that things are not changing. I don't know if I want to be here anymore. Something like that. Somebody could be breaking up with the other person. Or somebody's not able to. It's like, you're not my privileged lady anymore. You may have a woman in your life. It's like things are not changing with this person, and I don't want to do this anymore. Somebody has gotten some money, okay? And they're out of some sort of financial. I feel like somebody is able to. It's like maybe they lose one position. It's like they lose one position and a relationship, and they start, it's like this financial freedom comes in for this person, but they still have someone on their mind. And I may be expecting something from this person. Like, I'm expecting some sort of communication from this person because this person wasn't fake with me. Like, this is the person that I wanted to share my success with. So it's like if somebody's position was threatened for some reason, and maybe that thing didn't work out, but they had a backup plan. So this feels like, now that I got my dream job, my girl is gone. Something like that. This is the person that I wanted to marry. But this message has me concerned because I don't know if this person actually wants to be with me anymore. So maybe I'll buy them something. That's literally what this looks like. Because I don't want us to be distanced from each other. I don't want bad energy between each other. But somebody is no longer expecting anything from this anymore. But I am seeing, like I said, great fortune. I don't feel like you're going to have to travel to get this. So this may be something that you're able to get online or something like that. Or for some of you, by way of not moving forward with someone, a lot of great fortune comes into your life. I'm seeing an immature man here. Somebody's relationship was getting in the way of their money. And that's what I feel like is happening. There's a feminine energy here who is ridding herself of some sort of thief, masculine energy, or somebody who is stealing, you know what I mean, their ability to show up in other areas of their life. There's an ending to a relationship that's tied to some sort of fortune in your career. That's what I got to say about that. Let's move to the tarot and see what other general messages we can see for you in the month of February. Aquarius. Aquarius. Many of you have become very clear on the level of reciprocity that exists between you and someone, because y'all ain't been seeing each other, or y'all haven't been talking. There's been like either some deep introspection going on, or you two have been separated from each other. And somebody's like, wow, this thing has really been in and out. This thing has really been inconsistent. 1 minute we on, one minute we off. 1 minute you want to be here, 1 minute you want to be free. Somebody can't make up their mind. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. And somebody may be manifesting an ending here. I feel like one person may be manifesting an ending. I'm kind of closing their heart off to this situation. They're unhappy, and the other person is still holding on. Is manifesting this other person to come back. Like, let's do this. What are you doing? Where are you going? But somebody may feel like the person is all talking, so they're just kind of blocking this attempt, right? Maybe feeling drained by the whole thing. Like, let me just get to a more peaceful place, right? The bottom line is there was not an equal amount of give and take. And it was causing, and like whoever most of the work was on, which I feel like was the feminine energy with the Queen of Pentacles here, is whoever the bulk of the weight was on is stressed. And they're like, I don't have no more energy or excitement or passion to put into this relationship. Like, imagine, I said this to one of my exes. I said, well, you know, because there are some people who still believe in, like, these roles. Like, if I'm working, then you do this, and you know what I mean? And now, don't get me wrong. If me and you live together, and I'm not working, I'm going to make sure you got some food when you get home. You know what I mean? There's going to be something to show for the hours that I was in this house. You know what I mean? I believe that that's just fair. You know what I mean? What else are you doing? But unless you got the children or whatever, like whatever your role is, right? So, but if I'm working, if I'm running my own business and you're doing your thing, and we both have to eat today, You know what I mean? I feel like somebody wanted the other person, just for example, like if we both have a business and I'm running my business during the day and I may work at home, but that doesn't mean I have any less clients or any less shit to do. So if I drop the ball on dinner tonight and you were expecting me to do all the same things that you did today and go grocery shopping and cook the food and serve you and do the dishes and wash the clothes, but we both are doing the same amount of work. We both are expending the same amount of energy in a day. Where is the partnership in that? We both got to eat. When I was with my ex, I was raising 2 boys and a girl, and I had them boys cleaning the toilets. You want some pancakes this morning? Come on in here. Let me show you how to do it. Not only are you going to enrich these boys, you know, with something. Now they know how to cook pancakes. Now you know how to not leave piss on the toilet. So I ain't got to go in there and do it. Like, this gender role shit is for the birds. Everybody should know how to do everything. You know what I mean? Like, now don't get me wrong. I don't want to take out the trash. There's some shit that's like, okay, but there may be some days your ass out of town, I gotta take out the trash. You know what I mean? Some days you might show up on 10%, I might show up on 90. I got your 80. And then the other day it may be the other way around. Like, there was a lack of give and take here, and the female noticed it, and she's like, I can't do this no more. I mean, am I supposed to be everybody? And then who's gonna take care of me if I'm taking care of everything? I feel like that was a big issue here. And it could have caused a lot of arguments. Everybody walked away not feeling... You know, I feel like somebody walked away after saying what they had to say. Or they may do that. Somebody's going to reveal everything I've been holding back right before... Like, before I give up on this, let me go ahead and tell you why. There's something like that here. There's a big disconnect. A lot of conflict between these two people about effort. So, King of Swords says, well, I guess it's not working out. It's like, well, I guess, you know, there's too much. There's an Aries in this reading. Aries water sign energy. I can't stop thinking about this person, though, you know? Or maybe somebody's overthinking their emotions or overthinking some sort of action that they need to take or something they need to say or just moving on or detaching. It's like I want to offer, but I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to be the first person to do it. I don't want it to end. I want to be over it. You know what I mean? Y'all are in that in-between space of breaking up. This person has lost hope, though, and is just wanting to, like, not. Somebody's wanting to just not anymore. I feel like it became too difficult between the two of you. Let's look at let's try to squeeze some positivity out of this. Okay. Or just some understanding. Let's see. Where is this coming from? You two could have met in the summertime, too, or it could have been something significant about summer with the two of you, if neither one of you were born in the summer. So, show me Aquarius' side of this story. Show me the other person. Did y'all see that? So you're feeling drained on your side. You're not talking to them. You ain't got nothing to say. Maybe this person even made you feel like, what, I ain't good enough for you or something like that. Or it's just a sense of drain. Like, I'm drained by the situation. It's a little bit of bitterness. I'm closed off to it. I'm ready to resolve it. If I talk to you, it's just going to repeat another argument. We're just going to go over the same things, and it's just going to become more inconsistent until it blows up. That's where Aquarius is. This person is seeing no other choice but to distance themselves. They're quiet. They've cut communication. They're following their gut, and their gut is saying to block this energy right now. This person knows that if I go back to this, if I don't allow this to end, it's not working anyway. You know, it's like I don't want it to end because I love this person. But maybe there's just a lack of foundation or commitment that's happening here. And maybe there's been infidelity between the two of you. Or, you know, commitment ain't always got to do with your genitals. You know what I mean? How committed you are to the process of relating to a person. You know what I mean? How committed to you? Like, are you a good listener? Because at the point that you close your ears while we're talking, we're not relating anymore. We're not connecting anymore. You know what I mean? If you're not listening, if you're only listening to formulate a response, or you know, what are you gonna say next to outdo what the other person's saying? Honey, that shit is exhausting and a waste of everybody's time. Until you two can let your guards down with each other, it may be best to keep your distance, because it seems like you're at a bit of an impasse. What's the mutual energy between these two? The Hierophant and the Moon in reverse. A relationship that's moving at a very slow pace that seems to have a lack of fertility to it. And being honest with ourselves about needing to heal and move on. I think this is a come to Jesus moment. Who's going to end it first? Nobody's taking control of the situation. So maybe it's best for both of you to just simply let go of control in the situation. That's what I feel brings justice. Somebody's deactivating their side of the relationship, of the magnetic attraction between the two of you, because they've lost hope. This could be you, or this. I feel like I'm talking about the feminine energy here, who's walking away from the masculine. Ooh. It's a missed opportunity. But it's a, for someone, it's a burden-free solution. I feel like for both people, it will work out in both people's favor by way of separating. Because sometimes when you can't get on the same page, you're not on the same vibrational frequency. And you can't force that. You know what I mean? Both people have to be willing to agree not to be in that space individually. And then eventually we meet back up on, you know, either we're going to meet back up, or we're going to continue to zigzag if somebody continues to swim upstream. That's what this is giving. I'm going to give you some advice, Aquarius. What's advice for Aquarius? Resolve that sense of injury that you're feeling. Sometimes it's as simple as just, if you normally come home and you roll up and you crack open your beer and you turn on the TV, do something else when you get home today. Or maybe make a stop and, you know, take your gym bag with you and just walk around the track for an hour. Put your mind in a different place so that your reality can change from what you're currently feeling. Because same thing's gonna bring the same results. Something has to shift. If you want, sometimes you have to be the change that you want to see. As cliche as that sounds, it's true. Usually the answer to some of the most difficult things in the world, 9 times out of 10, the answer is very simple. Execution, you know, easier said than done, okay? But it's usually pretty simple, right? It happened, it was disappointing, and now it's time to take a leap of faith out of those insecurities that were developed, right, throughout this thing. I don't see you continuing to give to something that just is, it's like the more I give to it, or the more that I try for it, the heavier it feels, the more conflict it brings. Somebody's not taking accountability for what happened in this relationship, and I feel like that's a big part of the problem. Or somebody's not showing up as the partner that they should be, or something like that. You know what I mean? Somebody's not. There's something here that couldn't happen. Oh, somebody's being manipulative too, or. And I'm not saying that they were cheating or like stealing from you or anything like that. It's the masculine energy though. It's the either he's non-committal. He could be non-committal. He could be like, I don't know. I feel like for some people there's trauma attached to this. For some of the masculine energies, there's some major changes that need to go on. I'm not going to say just on his part, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean the feminine energy is perfect here, but he seems to be the problem in this reading. Or just where he's vibrating right now is not clicking with the feminine energy, and it could be a situation of trauma, like I said. Some people do not know how to face what happened to them. And so that energy translates into relationships. I was in a situation with a man who experienced trauma in his past, and so our sexual relationship couldn't be in the same place as our intimacy. So sex couldn't go coincide with our intimate moments. Those moments had to be separated, and that's usually a sign. You know what I mean? So that could resonate for some of you. It's like if I'm being intimate with you and I'm holding you and we're having this intimate moment, and then that energy starts to turn sexual, there's a disconnect. Because in some place, I've been hurt, I've been wounded in this specific place. So you may notice an emotional shutdown in someone in a specific area. And that's an area that they haven't gone in and you know, worked some things out. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. It's just I'm not ready to address that part. Now, if that doesn't coincide with the feeling that you're looking for in the relationship, you're not a bad person for not wanting to deal with that or that being above your pay grade. Everybody got to work out their own shit. If I got daddy issues because my daddy was in and out of prison and on crack, call a spade, okay? And I have issues opening up to men or trusting that you're going to be here for me. That's my bag. And if that's something that you can't deal with, it is what it is. We all are on our journey, and I feel like there's a massive block when it comes to this masculine energies way of loving you or something like that, right? And it's gonna be there until they work that shit out. And that's not your bag. And you don't need to wait on it, right? Because you didn't sign up to be somebody's damn psychologist. You signed up to be in a soul union with someone. You know, so I do see I see someone moving on. There's so much resentment in somebody's heart when it comes to this connection. I see this masculine energy not taking any action, not feeling good enough to do so. The feminine energy recognizes the pattern. She gets herself unstuck from this unhappy relationship. She doesn't look back. She gets back out into the world, enjoying her friends. But I'm seeing the ending of a toxic relationship. That's what I'm seeing here. Aquarius, in the month of this, what the hell? Even when I started your reading, I was like December, September. So those could be significant months for you. But it is February. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with this, Aquarius. And I'm wishing you a very happy, prosperous, and just beautiful February, honey. Every day is a good day. Every day is your Valentine's Day, okay? To love on you. If there's something that you want to do, Aquarius, do it, right? If it's writing, if you want to be a writer writes, so write. If you want to be a life coach, life coaches coach people life. So go life coach. Whatever it is, go do it, right? I love you, Aquarius. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. If you want a personal reading, check the description box for that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful month. Ciao.